Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Spoken and Heard Open Mic here at Kick Butt Coffee in Austin, Texas? I'm Ernie B, and here's your host, Hot Tamale and the lovely Lost in Thought.
Lovely.
He's a gorgeous bitch.
Dead Mike. What was that? That reminds you. What was that movie with Nicole Kidman and Billy Zane? Dead Calm?
I don't know. The only movie I liked of Billy Zane was that, was it Creepshow? No. That one where he was like that really weird vampire. Where he was like a cowboy.
Tales from the Crypt.
Thank you, that one. Yeah,
Demon
that
Knight.
one.
Thank you.
Demon
Thank you,
Knight.
Quinn.
Demon Knight. Yes, it was awesome. I like the way his head unhinged at some point.
Yes.
Hey, what'd you get?
Chicken mustard.
Oh. See, the last time I saw somebody hand somebody something on stage, I was watching Dave Chappelle over at Cap City. And somebody literally came up to Dave Chappelle, shook his hand, and walked away. And Dave Chappelle was like, I love Austin. Only in Austin, on stage, I can get some weed for later. I was like, yeah. I mean, literally, I was like, okay, that was cool. What's happening, Kickbox? You're about to witness the baddest open mic in the ATX, spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. That's right. This is not your average ordinary coffee shop. We do have a full bar.
Debbie, remind me what's the special for Wells? I forget.
Mixed well, $4.25.
Mixed Wells, $4.25. That includes everything you put with it.
Yeah, so if you want
Cola, whatever.
screwdrivers, whiskey and cokes. Is there a name for those, or are they just called whiskey and cokes?
Whiskey and Cokes.
Okay. Stuff like that.
It's like a vodka.
Well, liquor for drinks $4.25. Lost in thought. What did you get?
You didn't finish your.
What?
And behind the bar.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is what happens when I get my mojo thrown off. And behind the bar tonight, we have the Huntress Quinn, who will keep you fed, caffeinated, and buzzed. But you have to express your undying love to your bartender for getting you buzzed by doing what, Lost in Thought? Tip your bartender. Don't be a cheap ass. Don't just get water. Support your local open mic venue and buy something from the bar.
Or if you do get water, that better be with a $10 tip.
Yeah, I know. If you get a water, it's got to have a $20 tip. Sorry, man. We don't make the rules. They do. No, just kidding. So, Lost in Thought, what did you order from the bar tonight?
I got a chocolate peanut butter mocha and 2 cookies and a pretzel with some kind of dipping sauce that Quinn made just for me.
Are you pregnant? Oh, God. Oh, my God. I was like, that's a lot of snacks. Good God, boy. See, my favorite thing to get here is the Mexican Coke. Since it's natural sugar, it's basically a health drink. So, and that's what I try and convince myself of every day as I drink my Mexican Coke. So, if you want to come up here, sing your song, dance your dance, strut your stuff, and... Wow, that sucked. Mm-hmm. So if you want to come up here and do your thing, come over to Lost in Thought, me, Hot Tamale, or Ernie B behind the soundboard. Go over to Ernie B just so he can say...
Bob Saget just passed away.
Yep.
Yeah, I just posted that.
Yeah. Just
maybe about 45 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it. It just literally started coming in. And they said so far they don't see any foul play in play or whatever.
Was he like in his 70s or something?
65.
Oh, 65?
65.
He wasn't that old.
That's a young dude, man.
So are you going to clue people in as the gift I'm wearing in my head?
Oh, Tom brought in some merch and he's wearing a Mardi Gras headband on his head.
It's like Minnie.
Yeah.
Money.
Mardi Gras, where you can put masks on and go online and pretend to be somebody else. And enough about my weekend. So, Lost in Thought, are we going to start the show?
Yes.
Did you just pull your ear like Carol Burnett?
Like this.
And question number 2, why are the house lights still on?
I'm doing a lot of things here.
Okay. No, you're not supposed to be able to see me. Not at all.
We're stealthy.
I'm supposed to be an enigma disappearing into the night as I leave the stage.
We're stealthy.
That's fine. Oh,
The,
yeah.
the only ones should be on there, I think the ones that Ernie B is controlling. Psychedelic cat, that's where it's at. Psychedelic cat, that's where it's at. Psychedelic cat, that's where it's at. My cat.
Oh yeah.
I did a loop of my cat. She's 12 years old this month. And I did like a loop picture of her, and it just looks like you're tripping while you're watching the video. It's only 2 seconds, but it's awesome. And I really don't make videos. That's why it's only 2 seconds. Okay, Lost in Thought. You ready to start the show?
I am.
Oh, and Quinn, thank you. Thank you for the light.
What's up, Ernie B?
Before we actually get started, for those of you who are new to the show here in the venue, we are being joined also online by via Skype.
Take a look. Take a look
If you look at the monitors behind the bar, we have Clint the Poet and Birdman 313 from H-Town. They can see and hear the show and vice versa. But those TV monitors are like on a 30-minute... 30 second delay.
delay,
What a delay.
Yeah, so it's because it's streaming back from the internet, so it takes a little while. But yes, they will be joining the show too. So there's that.
Okay, everybody online, wave to the people in the audience. Hey, there's Clint. Hey, Clint. Hey, Birdman.
Hey, that didn't take too long. You just said that.
I know, that was pretty quick.
Okay.
And don't you have something to say about the copyright?
Oh,
yeah.
Also, yeah, musicians. If you're gonna perform a cover song, let us know that you're gonna be performing a cover song, because I have to mute the audio for the stream so we don't get hit with copyright infringement, because they will yank the show off the air.
Yeah, so
They've done it before.
so if you're gonna do the Stone song, the only people that will hear you are the people on the stream.
Yeah, the people on the
And
stream
here.
and here will still be able to hear you,
They're
but
not gonna be able to hear you in Bora
not
Bora.
out
Sorry.
not out into Facebook or YouTube.
Yes.
But original songs, fine. And and actually, I think it's more of a, if you do the song like exactly like the original, because I've had people play cover songs here before and nothing really will happen. We'll get hit with a copyright notice, but just it's just easier just to mute it. But
Okay, so then I won't do any of my Stones covers because I really sound like Mick Jagger.
well, we had that one girl here that what was she doing? Alicia Keys,
Rihanna,
and
Yeah.
she nailed it, and they yanked the whole show. It's
Yeah,
just like
for like a 30-second performance.
yeah,
or
30,
something.
yeah, they yanked the 3-hour show. So
Yeah, so let's keep the show online and let Ernie B know that if you're going to be singing a cover.
Yes.
And masks are encouraged on stage. We do disinfect the microphone with Mighty Mist.
Mighty Mist.
But like I said, we're in stage 5, so unless you've
We're
been
in stage 5 now?
Yes, we're in stage 5.
I was in stage 4.
So
Oh,
unless
shit.
you've been living under a rock, I work
coming
at-
from the guy that we pick up fresh out of the shower with hair still wet, no jacket, walking outside. Then he walks to 7-Eleven.
in 50-degree weather.
Then he walks to 7-Eleven.
And then he walks to 7-Eleven with his head still wet, no jacket.
Did I just lose Reggie? And
I think you just did. Ernie B. All right, so are we going to start the show, or we have to wait for Ernie B?
oh, there's Birdman. He's back.
Cool.
Birdman.
I said Reggie. He's in Colorado.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
Ernie B.
I'm doing a lot of things back here.
They don't look anything alike.
What do you...
Hey, man, come on.
No, because I'm looking at the names on the.
Okay, so yes, let's start.
Okay, start the show, man.
Let's bring the lit up Australian here, Mr. Tom Moon.
The
and
hype
Joe
man
Bloom.
himself. Give it up for him.
If you've never been here before, you know quite well the score. The score is come on up. We've got more room on stage and they're out there. Come on, bring your mask with you. It's perfectly safe. It's not safe there because we can see you in the dark. Come on up. That's the idea. And the strict rule is you do whatever you feel like doing. Okay. Because it's like a little Sesame Street. Bring your guitar. Much more fun. Yeah, you see, we're acoustic based. And we never know what's going to happen next. So tonight is brought to you by the letter A, which is the first part of the alphabet, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, just like a deviant and a variant. B for bubbles, B for balloons. Come on up, you've got some too. It's also brought to you by the number 999, if anyone remembers that Beatles Get Back. And it's also brought to you by the sheer fact that the old mode's not going to work anymore. The idea that you stare at someone as if the world is a television, like a television. No. So it begins with Zach, you see. This little rhythm in your heartbeat, this little part of tonight. So A for altruism, but most of all, these art magazines, A is for art, A is for allegory, A is for astonishing, A is for anything you want it to be. The beginning of the year allows you to let the past go. You don't have to be saying that 2021 is here anymore. No, not at all. You can say, okay, I got a new deal for you. It's called 2022. And you're 9 days into it. So it gives you time to start again and not have to look backwards like Jonas, my friend. You've got an opportunity here to express yourself. So why look at anybody else? Number 9, Sagittarius and Aries, yes, in time. They say 9 represents wisdom and adventure and all the wonderful things that you can do, leaving behind the past behind you and stepping into the new year 2. You say, well, what's that got to do with me? I'm just floating down the stream of unconsciousness. I don't really want to understand what's going on. I'll do my bubbles and my balloons and my silly man costume, but I really want to know, hey, what's new with you? Yeah? You? Well, here's a clue. Life is not a monologue. It's not even a stereo. There are 2 mics on stage and anyone can do whatever they want to do. You just step right up at any point in time and disrupt the prevailing paradigm, and you can say then exactly what you feel like you really want to do. And if you don't feel so verbose, you can simply say, oh, I'll do the balloons and the bubbles too, just to have some color and some movement in the room. That's right.
You know what I want to do, Tom?
Come on, do it.
I want to quit my job and rob a bank.
Yes. Clear it out now. Say it. Sing it.
I want to quit my job and rob a bank. I don't want to be on stage or read no goddamn poetry. I just want to quit my job and rob a bank. When I get the money, I'm gonna buy a big house for all my friends and me. Yeah. I'm gonna quit my job and rob a bank. I'm tired of telling customers, thank you for calling today. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on hold. You're gonna have to wait whether you like it or not anyway. So they keep calling me about their bills. Their bills are too goddamn high. And when I have to talk to them about this shit, you know what I say? Hell yeah, so are mine. So I'm gonna quit my job and rob a bank. I'm gonna go in that into that goddamn bank, yes, hell yes I am. And I'm gonna have some pistols, and I'm gonna fire 'em like Yosemite Sam. And I'm gonna quit my job and rob that bank. Hopefully they won't catch me and throw me in the clink. That's why I haven't robbed a bank yet. That's what I think. So I'm gonna quit my job and rob that bank. And I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. I hope I don't get caught.
You're gonna give it to me. All the money you got from the bank, you're gonna give it to someone who needs it.
Now, the truth is the funniest thing of all because we have a friend who's a bank robber. And that's right, she robbed banks and she was fantastic, except she got caught. So what did she do after she robbed banks? Let me tell you what she did. She came back to host a venue called Lazy Days Head Shop down in South Austin on Thursdays 1 to 3. That's right, Molly Eiley, bank robber, runs a poetry venue. And that's what you can do after you've robbed a bank. Because after all, banks are only full of emptiness, especially after you rob them. So you fill yourself up with poetry and song and art and joy and sing along until you realize exactly what you're going to do in the new year. That's right. Let do by the letter A and the number 9.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, give it up for Tom Moonbird and the Airport Boulevard Experience. Hell yeah, groovy, baby. Where the frick is my host? My
I don't
fellow
know.
host.
He's probably got pneumonia.
Yeah, probably.
This is the same guy that
Lane.
I picked up.
Oh, God,
during,
you gotta
during
hear
the
this
middle of the big snow we had last year.
Apocalypse.
Unfortunately, his apartment got flooded, so he's walking down the street, and he called me if I could give him a ride. So I go pick him up. He's somewhere on North Lamar in a bathrobe and bath slippers, out in the cold.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops with no socks or anything. Just walking around. I was like, dude, what? I didn't even notice that at first until after he was in my truck, and I said, dude, I put the floor heater on. I said, you're gonna get sick.
No sense.
He's confused. Look, Lane, we're talking about you.
Lane, we're talking about
I'm
you, dude.
correcting the list.
Alrighty, don't
Oh.
forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Get yourself something tasty. I would totally recommend an antioxidant-filled Kick Butt Bloody Mary. Not only can you get buzzed from it, it'll also clear out your sinuses.
Every time you say antioxidant, I think of toothpaste.
Well, granted, I think
You're
my
so weird. You're
well,
so weird.
Well, my entire apartment flooded, so I kind of grabbed the first thing I could get.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't realize how bad it was until we actually got here. But there was water literally shooting out of the wall. It was gushing out of the hallway into the parking lot. I mean, the whole building was just. Oh man, it was bad. It was bad.
Alrighty, let's hope that if we do have another snowpocalypse, that the grid has been fixed. Not. All right, lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
So coming up next, we have the wonderfully talented and playfully sounding Zach Patterson.
Woo, Zach.
I was just going to ask you that if you had a pickup on that or not.
Nope.
That's fine.
It's okay. Ernie B is the most talented sound guy I've ever met. He'll make it work.
Thank you. I'll drink to that.
I'm going to take off my mask if you all don't mind. I know you're all wondering what's under there. We've all been looking around. We've all been wondering.
Oh, my God! Back on, man.
I'm going to play a couple of original songs for you tonight. None of the words are original. Didn't make any of them up, but I think the order I put them in, it might be the first time. All right. All right, this first one's called Sour Grapes. I've got one more original for you tonight. It's not quite as happy. It's more of a sad song. It's called How It Ends. I feel dry. I feel thin, like dead leaves in the wind. I feel tired, I feel drawn, but I know I have to carry on. No matter how high I climb, how perfect my disguise, I could never be so blind to deny, knowing then how it began. I know we could have guessed the end, but if we knew that simple truth, I ask again, would we begin? As the truth sank in, my patience wore thin. I spent my innocence to learn what it meant, what it meant. Try to manifest a dream,
You'll see it's the damnedest thing. We only find what we're looking for. Thanks very much.
All right. I have to say, that was a very loud mandolin. It projects very, very well. I wasn't expecting it to have that
All
much.
right, give it up for Zach Patterson. Woo!
I was in the middle of saying something. You cut me off.
Good.
Yes, Mr. Zach.
That was very tasty, I gotta say. Those songs, mwah, chef kiss. Huh?
Her Claw?
My claw?
And there's White Claw.
White claw.
First
First
class.
First class.
Okay. There you go. All right, lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
So, coming up next, we have... Oh, we're going to Virtual Land.
Who is it?
We've got Clint the Poet.
Clint the Poet. Give it up for him. Look at the monitors behind the bar.
That's my line. I'm supposed to say, please direct your attention to the monitors behind the bar.
Hey, gang. So I got two new pieces, some new shit. And yeah. I did this week, so here we go. The first one is called Two Hearts That Beat as One. Two hearts that beat as one. Two souls looking up at the same moon, running towards the same sun. Two birds flying together under the same sky. True love's kiss, euphoric bliss, forever high. Two voices singing in perfect harmony, creating their own song. Spirits creating their own energy from their own synergy, making the moment last long. Loving each other like a romantic novel, writing their own story. In love in a way that just can't be explained. Hearts that lift off the ground and never stop soaring. Butterflies entangled, creating flutters just by looking into each other's eyes. Words not always needing to be spoken, the love conveyed in just a look, a smile, and even in their own size. Love like this is only imagined, but it is clearly real, true love when closely examined. Fireworks at night, sweet caresses in dawn's waking early light. Dancing like no one is watching, but not caring if they were. Love being quickened with every stir. Holding hands and playing in the rain, laughter drowning out the patter of the drops as they land, holding on to this true love as long as they can. Nothing else in the universe matters at all. A romance built on true love's foundation, a love that will never fall. Tender kisses, soft touches, and an embrace that's palpable and fulfilling a promise, true love's promise that this bond will never break apart, the promise made by true love's heart. This is what it means when two hearts beat as one, not being able to live without the other, that this love will live forever even after this world is done. True love is love that is discovered because it was meant to be that way. True love predestined, and that no matter how far apart they were in the beginning, they were chosen to find each other in the same place. It was as if they had known each other their whole lives the moment they saw the other's face. They sometimes cry when they stare at each other in silence. This is the result of true love science. They ride off into the sunset and into tomorrow, not caring what comes next. For all they know, all they're able to understand is that the true love will never rest. In the quiet beauty of the night, under the glow of the candlelight, when they say to each other, I love you, they hold on to one another and know that true love will never give up once it has begun. True love, the love of two hearts, beating as one. Thank you. And thank you so much. And this next one is called She's Everything That's Right. Her hair is jet black as night. Her brown eyes sparkle in the light. My breath taken away by her sight. Her smile setting my soul on fire. Her laugh filling me with desire. Her skin soft like a cloud. She leaves me speechless. I can't utter a sound. Her lips like sweet berry wine. I become drunk when they press against mine. She walks with the breeze. Every time she looks at me, I get weak in the knees. Her beauty is beyond compare. Her beauty is like a unique diamond, special and rare. Her love is good. It fills my cup. I drink it quickly and ask for more because too much is not near enough. My head is swimming and I'm drowning in her splendor. The lights are dimming and I completely surrender. Her love is kind, gentle, and tender. Her whisper carries me away like the wind. The feel of her breath sends my heart into a tailspin. She moves me, she shakes me, she rocks me, but she doesn't break me. She lifts me up. She makes me feel like dreams do come true. I'm in love with her and forever will be. She makes me feel like every moment I spend with her is exciting and brand new, like a new day dawning. Even when I am with her, I am still longing to love her with everything I am and with all my might. For she is everything to me, and everything and more. She's everything that's right. Thank you.
All right, give it up for Clint the Poet.
Mr. Clint.
That was nice. That was
That
nice.
was really nice, Clint. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, and don't forget. Okay, Ernie B.
See, now it seems like it's on the long 30-second delay.
Ernie B. I was gonna say if you could like focus the drum camera onto the audience so the people at home.
I have been.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, we've
cool.
actually got a good crowd tonight.
We do.
Yeah. All right, just to let the folks at home know. And don't forget about the drink specials, mixed wells, $4.25. Get yourself some deliciousness from the bar. And make sure not to be a deadbeat and tip your bartender. Tip.
You don't have to name call.
I didn't call anybody in particular a deadbeat.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's pushing it a little harder. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
So, coming up next, with his guitar in hand, we have Mr. Joe Broom.
Woo!
There was a drummer here last week who said if I brought drums, he would play with me. Is there any experienced drummer here tonight that can jump in and play drums? Inexperienced. Come on. Well, there you go, bro. Thank you. Wow. I'll start it off and you can see the pace of it. This song's about a girl named Monica in New Orleans. Monica. Yeah, Monica. Once upon a time, an invisible girl followed her friends and came into my world. I really didn't notice till the winter blew away and I could see her little outline when the music starts to play. Hey, hey. I I slipped her in my pocket and I kissed her little mouth. I tried to make her love me, but I'm always flying south. Now time has passed. She really wants to stay, but it's only one song, and I'm gonna learn to play harmonica. Harmonica. Gonna learn to play harmonica. 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 I'm gonna learn to play harmonica. I'm writing you this letter, 'cause I guess you didn't know. I did state it quite clearly, but I guess it didn't show that I like you a lot. I'm never quite tied down. When you see me in the future, you will know I'm still around. Harmonica. Harmonica. I'm gonna learn to play harmonica, harmonica, harmonica. I'm gonna learn to play. I'll practice up today. Once upon a time, an invisible girl followed her friends. She came into my world, but I really didn't notice, not till the winter blew away and I could see her little outline. Woo! Harmonica. Man, you are freaking awesome, dude. Now, here's another. Here's another. Come on, stick with me. That was perfect. That was incredible. I need you to stick with me for the rest of my life, dude.
Follow him to the store
I know
and stuff.
you're the lead, man. Okay, here we go. This song right here, I've never played it without instrumental accompaniment. So I'm going to try the instrumental accompaniment on this harmonica here. Professor Past is making house calls in my room and on my floor, with the headphones blaring loud enough to close the people out, loud enough to stop the voices in my yard, in my thoughts. Even though I've heard some feelings loud enough to drown them out. Professor, now and here we are, looking at the ceiling tiles, getting up into my chair, women floating everywhere. Is he showing what he is? Now I see a darker side. Is it how he sees it all? With a vision of a child, let the good doctor do his job. He allows for changes. His pure research project makes the sound my mother makes. Professor, what will I become? Simon moves up to the window, your reflection in the glass. And in the distance is a man, genuine philanthropist, satisfied in all respects. Now that all my dreams are real, I can tell you how I feel. Let the good doctor do his job. He allows for changes. His pure research project makes the sound my mother makes. Makes the sound my mother makes. Makes the sound, makes the sound. Makes the sound my mother makes. Makes the sound my mother makes.
Woo! You are a superstar of adaptivity, bro.
All right. Mighty fine. Mighty fine. Mighty fine.
Okay, first, before I say get up for Joe Broom, woo! I also want to give a shout out to Tom Moon, who is the offstage unofficial roadie. He was like, hey man, unplug. So he did a good job. All right.
Oh, yeah, he almost ran off with the cord. It's still connected. I've had guys do that
As
before.
we speak. What?
No, seriously, they'll walk off the stage and the guitar will still be plugged in. They're like, whoa!
All righty, lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Well, coming up next. Let's
wait.
Uh-oh, what? Oh. Uh-oh, he just remembered something. Oh, psh, Ernie B. You're going to get your sound engineer card taken from you.
I forgot to turn on the monitor, so I apologize for any of the musical acts that couldn't hear themselves up there.
Okay.
It's been a rough weekend.
Lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Returning to our stage, we have Mr. Andrew Hornman.
Woo!
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Do it. We'll go here. Hi, everybody. Or okay, cool. But this is I'm doing stand up. Oh, why am I saying that? I just hi. I'm doing stand up or poetry, depending if you don't laugh. That always gets a little chuckle. Okay, this is New Year's resolutions. This one is very active because I was doing a lot of reflecting, and I realized I have a low self-esteem. Just I almost hate myself sometimes. The last couple years, not good. I gotta this is man. What can I do this next year or this year to like feel like better. So I decided to like this year I'm gonna allow myself deep inside my heart to start hating more. Because I think my problem is that I think if something goes bad, it seems to be my fault. Like this whole like self-love is just bullshit. Like if if you're feeling bad, it's because you didn't love yourself well. That's not true. People who love themselves are psychopaths. Like like I don't see. This is what look. I've been fine. Like like I go to bed like safer when I go to bed when I feel like I'm safe and loved, and it's like I'm comforted and ooh, I'm tired. It's boring. That doesn't get me out of bed. You know what does keep me out of bed is just a little bit of spite. Just a little bit of like, it's the fault. I don't want to go to work. Fuck my boss. You know what? I'm gonna tell him to go fuck himself. Like that is what keeps me going. I'm becoming an old grumpy man, and there's a lot of grumpy people here. Not like in the world, not here, but I mean here. I mean, as well. Like, I feel like there are some people that if they found out that tomorrow everything was fine, they had nothing to complain about, I think they would just die. There's nothing to live for if you can't complain about it. That is okay. My fault. The complaint explode. Oh, okay. This is something that's really irritating me. Like Instagram profile pictures that just very buff white guys that are like progress pictures. Like they're just like all buff and shirtless and working out. They're like, oh, this is progress. I want real progress pictures. Like I want them to give their money to people on the streets. Why don't you hug a colored person? That's real progress. I mean, I won't jerk off to those pictures, but but it will be real progress instead of just working out and feeling like, oh, this is changing life. Not changing bullshit. Okay, that is another. Okay, well, I don't understand. Okay, focus.
Why not?
No. Look, this is okay. I love my roommate. I kind of hate him now, but look, I also learned this year through my exploration of hate that sometimes hate can be a pathway to love. Like I fucking hate and love my roommate. I don't know how to read him. He's like super buff and tall. Like he's the guy that would worry about progress pictures, but I don't know how to read him. And sometimes I feel like he's like autistic because every morning he would drink from a coffee mug that says I am autistic. And that's a fun. I'm paraphrasing. It's really he drank from a coffee mug that says choose kindness, and it had a puzzle piece on the bottom, and that puzzle piece is like a logo for autism, and I want that piece inside of me. But I like how there's just that's like it's like a performing in front of my dad. It's just like, do you have to be so? I don't want a picture. Okay. Fine. That keeps me going up in the morning. Okay. Focus. What am I doing? Can't read him. Okay. There's a autistic. He is so buff and pretty that he's so pretty that if he lived in the 70s, he would have died in the 90s. I know that is an age joke. There's like a countryness to him. He's like a good old country Dallas boy, and he every Saturday he goes two-stepping with his beard. I mean, his friend that's a girl. they're friends. It's just confusing to me, but I like third wheeled them and I got to see them like it's like all mathematical to him. Like he's just like flipping her and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, like why isn't the floor more wet? I mean, most of the mess is mine, but I know this is vulgar. There's like an innocence to him. Like I think he's only had sex with like 6 women, because he has a shirt that says I've only had sex with 6 women. I'm paraphrasing. It's really just a well pressed button pearl snap.
That can have results in his psychology.
What? I don't. I'm okay. This is.
Negative psychological results.
Wait, I'm still working out through some stuff. And here's the problem with somebody. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I'm trying hard not to like yell at people. Okay, I think there's this whole bit. I think his beard. Then now the girl he goes 2-stepping with. I think she's a lesbian. Like there's a closetness to them. Like I think that she's gay, but she doesn't know it, or she listens to too much country music. I fucked that up. Look, I think 20% of the world is queer. Look, let me explain. There's too many people here. I think that being gay is God's way of saying stop having babies. And what pisses me off is when you have lesbians or gay people who have like artificial insemination. That is unnatural. I was like, and it's just like you don't what? There's other people that you could adopt, and you're paying some woman $40,000 so you can have your test tube baby. Like it's gross. Like Neil Patrick Harris has twins because if you do like surrogacy and all that stuff, like you more likely having twins. And like I hate Neil Patrick Harris. That's the second worst thing he's ever did. The first was being in the 4th Matrix. Awful movie. Okay, that's all my hate for now. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.
That's me on the trombone. Okay, no, it's not.
Let's hear from Mr. Andrew Horniman.
Andrew Horniman, the only comedian that I have a sticker from.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I have follow-up questions for his set, if that's okay.
Question from the audience.
20% of the world being gay, that seems low. Those are low numbers for me.
That's true. Yeah, I think so.
I feel like you would think it was higher. Why so low?
There should be more of us.
I say half.
I'd say half, 40%.
It's like there should be more
See,
of us.
it's either that. Okay, slow down. Okay, it's either like the people that are out of the closet, the people that haven't figured it out yet, or the people on the down low. So there's probably quite a few. I agree with Quinn.
Yes.
Who hates Neil Patrick Harris? What did he do?
Oh God, I loved him on Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I haven't seen the 4th Matrix.
To be straight on How I Met Your Mother.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen the 4th Matrix. Actually, I haven't seen the 4th Matrix. My expectations were low because I did not like the Matrix 2 or 3. I only liked the first Matrix.
What's the name of the movie with the bugs?
Okay, well, I'm a unicorn because I've never seen any Matrix.
What's the movie with the bugs? I can't remember the name of it right now.
The bugs?
With the voice?
No, the bugs, the giant bugs that Neil Patrick Harris was in.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers. There you go. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Starship.
Okay. Yeah, Ernie, don't you own that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
The name escaped me, evaded me, or whatever. I couldn't think of it.
Alrighty. Okay, lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
So, coming up next. Oh, we're returning to Virtual Land.
Who is it? Give it to me.
Flying right in, we have Mr. Birdman 313.
Ah!
Before you start your set, Birdman, I have to ask, what's the background there? Is that like a concert or is that like a convention or what is?
Yes, that's back in 1979 at the first punk festival with Rick James, Barcades, Funkadelics, Brides of Funkenstein.
How about that?
It was at the Pontiac Silverdome.
Cool.
Yes. I was wondering, did you recognize it? But then again, you was too young.
Yeah, I was only like 3 or 4. I wanted to go, but I couldn't get tickets.
Ernie,
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. I'm Birdman 313 from Houston. I have books at Amazon. I have 10 poetry books, but 6 of them is on Amazon.com at Birdman 313. This first poem I'm gonna read is old to me but new to you, and it's titled "A Beautiful Sky." Have you ever seen the sun set in the west and the sun rise in the east? Somewhere over in the horizon, the colors mix and melt into the distance out beyond the view. The soft white clouds float slowly up above, the vibrant colors across the sky. You hope for a safe journey into the universe. This feeling inspires you to write a perfect love story that will remove any sad feelings that may have changed your mind or of enjoying this peacefulness. Tear begins to flow softly, releasing all tension and stress. The stars begin to peek out as darkness slowly creeps in. They look small enough to be able to fit into a jar. There are so many colors that mesmerize the vision into a fantasy outside the universe. They shine so brightly that creativity is in full bloom. Nothing can stop this cosmic fight for this beauty. As you watch them twinkle and shine all during the night, you realize how serene and peaceful you begin to feel. You release a deep sigh of relief from so much overwhelming beauty in view in the sky. And that was written after I had went to Santa Monica out in LA. I have a video with that. This next one is titled Breaking Through. Last night I tossed and turned because so much was roaming through my mind that I wanted to say. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. The house was quiet. It was quiet even outside. My mind was spinning and my heart was racing. Was there some hidden meaning between the dark corners in my room and the early morning shadows? I never felt like the other neighborhood kids. I was into writing, the universe, horror movies, music, and sports. The neighborhood kids and their parents treated me differently because I was adopted. They would whisper, laugh, and make jokes about me. Even the ones I thought were my friends really wouldn't. But a little voice inside kept telling me, never give up. Somewhere you will find happiness. Some days I would go and hide from everyone, even from my parents. I would go so deeply into my mind and soul, listening to music and writing until I would find some happiness. This cloud that hung over my life, that only I could understand, took me 40 years to realize the beast I had been living with. I just needed help clearing the sky to ease my mind. Writing, music, and sports always helped me to relax and forget the hurt and pain. Putting my favorite fine point pen to paper, listening to my favorite playlist, or watching sports never fails to guide me back home, no matter how dark it may seem. Keeping my skies clear relieves my tension so I can now enjoy the sweet kiss from the breeze, reminding me of how calm life can be. I lay here awake while the house is dark and quiet. I still write to free my mind from the dark clouds of yesterday past. I continue to chisel away at the concrete skies, knowing that once I break through, The sun will bring warmth to my life once again. Thank you.
Man, that was beautiful.
All right, give it up for Birdman 313. The most recently ousted campaign manager of Reggie Goodwin.
Oh, you
That's
got
what
rid of me
investment
now,
does
huh?
to you, man. we're gonna. Oh yeah, we need to. That's gonna be his new theme song. Oh, take the money and run. That's it. I can't sing anymore. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is up next?
That song makes me think of My Name Is Earl. That show had so many good songs. So we're going to do. I'm not sure if this next poet is here or not.
Performer.
Performer. So I'm just going to call their name.
I don't. See, I wrote down exactly what he said, but pronouncing it, I'm not sure.
TGN Links, are you here?
TGN Lanks going once, Lanks going twice. On to the next performer.
All right. So coming right up next, we have Steven.
Woo!
Stephen is making his way up to the stage.
My guitar doesn't plug in. Do you mind if I sit down on that stool
Yeah,
and use
yeah.
the other
yeah.
microphone?
Can you help him with the mic? See, a really good joke would be good at this point right here, but I don't know any.
A blonde lip get the can for 20 minutes because it's concentrate. The orange juice.
Can you guys hear that? All right. Hi, my name is Steven. I'm here. I have a couple songs for you. This first one is called I Can't Say, and it's about being in a relationship and lying. Well, I could say that you are coming for sure. And all the things you do, I'd true for sure. But I don't know why. Don't know. No, I don't know why. Don't know. Your mama says she loves me, for sure. And your daddy says he trusts me for now. But I can't say a word anymore. No, I can't say a little word anymore. Now I was born much shorter, for sure. But now I've gotten older. Can you tell me the cure? But I won't talk about nothing anymore. No, I won't talk about nothing anymore. All right. This next song is called That Old Road It Seems, and it's about a very nice couple that I met one day, and they were so nice I wrote a song about them. So here it goes. Well, they were young and ruthless. She smoked wood-tip cigars. He had a big straw hat and drove it like a car. And I saw nothing but fireware. They saw nothing but stars. I was sitting in the back seat. They were driving pretty far. Well, I told them my story. They believed about half. Well, I looked through the window as the trees and streams chased past. And the moon is an angel without dreams of cash. I lit the head of a cigarette as the thing started moving fast. And I said, who are you? And I said, who are you? Well, she loved the oceans, she loved the swamps. Well, he cared for her deeply, he didn't follow love. Well, she saw him as a wise man, he saw her up above. She couldn't keep it to herself, he couldn't get enough. And I said, who are you? I said, who are you? I said, who can you tell the truth? I said, who are you? Happy New Year.
I swear that sounds like News Center 7 Action Sports or something.
Let's hear it for Steven.
You know what? I think that's what this world needs more of, original music.
Yes.
I told my daughter, I said, one of these days, because you know how all EDM and music is going these days? I mean, nobody's really picking up instruments anymore. They're just pressing play on their computer.
Samples.
I told her one of these days the new sound is going to sound like the emergency broadcast system. Yeah, this is only a test. And she'll be like, Mom, you just don't know the new sound. I'm like, whatever. Yes, I'm showing my age. Thank you. But I was weaned on 70s music. Lost in thought. Who's coming up next? And why am I so freaking close to you? Hold on.
Don't stand so close to me.
Oh, brother. Just like TV stations used to go off the air.
Yes.
You know, after midnight or at 1 a.m. or something.
I'm not sure.
And you'd wake up and the TV would just be snow.
I'm not sure if anyone remembers a little movie that John, I can't believe I forgot his name, director of Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles.
John Hughes.
John Hughes. A little movie that John Hughes did in the 90s called Curly Sue.
I remember that. That's when she did the national anthem before
Yes,
she went, before
that's
she
what I'm
went
thinking
to bed.
about, yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, she was like, play ball, and went to bed. Okay, Lost. See, oh my God, it's happening. I'm inside Lost in Thought's head.
She understood a reference.
I understood his reference.
It's happening.
The world is coming to an end.
Ernie, I need to go to the doctors and get very heavily medicated.
And you wonder why I drink.
Yeah, well, I can't, so. All right, Lost in Thought. Who's coming up next?
Coming up next, we have Miss JoJo.
JoJo!
JoJo asked me to read for her. Let's see what you think of this. Think of her mouth moving. Aboard the Gypsy Moth. Yeah. Uh-huh. It has been 6 months since I have seen those hallowed halls and the volumes or my fellows. Yet I have seen the sea and Rachel of uncommon eyes. Woo! Dang, that's nice, girl. Okay, let's see what this one is. The Hungry Bride. She prowls alone on jagged rocks, spreads her wings to the night. Her nostrils quiver against the cold, her body arched for flight. A scream echoes down the mountains that only gods can bear. Down through the caves of her fortress, the lost has best beware. Down to the valley of death, a soul released as prey. She reached out of the shadows, sweeps the anguished away, in wings enfolded securely, eager her prize to keep. A week has gone out to the ages. The peaceful villagers sleep.
All right, JoJo by Joe Broom. What? And if you all didn't notice, JoJo's wearing an amazing Freddie Mercury shirt. Hell yeah!
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, is she wearing a Freddie Mercury shirt?
Here,
Oh, yeah, how about that?
Check it out. Okay, cool points right there, JoJo. Totally.
Yes.
All right.
But the show must go on.
Why is that a butt?
What?
Nothing. Just
What's a butt?
like, but the show must
Other
go on.
than him.
Like that was a good.
Okay.
I mean, never mind. Just go.
Lost in thought. Who's coming up?
I think.
Oh, wait, real quick. I did want to make a little PSA.
Yes,
We
please
need
do.
to respect the artists while they are up here singing poetry. Some people, it's their first time, so they might tend to be quiet. Or with comedians, they also tend to be working out their routines before they take it to a comedy club. So please respect the artists when they're up on stage. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
Miss Hatamali.
Well, no, we still want to respect the artist, unless you want me to like sing over you.
Touche.
We got to respect everybody. We got to
Yeah, and
respect
sometimes,
everybody.
especially like with comedians, it throws them off. You like,
Yeah.
just like the intro when you're doing your intro and somebody interrupts, it throws
Oh,
you
God.
off. It
'Cause
throws
see-
you off.
Cause see, I don't think I still have that by memory. I don't.
Yeah, you've been doing it 11 years, and
don't.
you get lost sometimes if you're interrupted on your flow. It's all about the flow.
It really is because and that's kind of like when I sign in at work. I sign in a number, and that one day my manager asked me, "What's your number?" I don't know. I just know the shape I make. I really don't. It's like it starts with 41. That's all I know.
I still remember our phone number from 1975.
I remember my phone number when I was 6.
Area code 312-584-4450.
972-267-0503. That was Dallas. That was Dallas because my folks made us memorize our address and phone number. No cell phones.
And
All right.
when we were kids, we didn't have a phone. And when we finally got our phone installed, we were all excited. And I was sitting on the couch just staring at the phone, waiting for it to ring. Like
Ernie,
we just literally had
as
it
a sound
installed.
engineer, I can picture you doing that.
Well, yeah, I was excited.
Like this.
I was staring at it. Yeah, it was a push button phone.
876-5309. So.
Okay,
This,
okay, let's stick to what you do best, not making jokes, introducing the next act.
So
Come
the
on,
next
Rosenblatt.
person, I'm not sure are they new?
I don't know.
Shiny in the
Yes, he's new.
Oh, wait, Ernie, give it to me.
Go ahead.
New voice.
Yes, let's hear it for Mr. John Philippone.
Woo!
And I didn't turn my subs on either.
Everybody, I'm new. I was surprised that I'm the only new person. That was really cool. It's my first open mic in Austin. And I'm singing a cover song. Just got one for y'all.
Oh, okay. mic stand's making a lot of noise over here.
It really is.
Let's hear it for John. God. Let's hear it for John Filippone.
Leave him wanting more.
Yes.
Everybody was like, another song, another song. He's like, nah, man. See, that's what you got to do. You got to leave him going, encore, encore, otra, otra. There you go. Lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Up next, I think maybe it's a new voice. No, it's not a new voice. He looks familiar. I think I've seen him before.
Gently used voice.
And meanwhile,
that doesn't sound nice.
And meanwhile, I'm working through this as I'm on stage, talking to everyone out there.
You're working through a lot of things, lost in thought.
These gears are turning.
Namely, sanity. All right, who's coming up next?
But, and I like his name too. Let's hear it for Wyeth.
Check. This guy came up to me, and I thought he was going to jump me. And then he said, "Can you jump me?" And so I helped this guy jump his CRV. It was really weird. And we couldn't find the battery. I drive a Prius, which is ironic because it's an electric car. So it's really weird. Yeah. So this song kind of sounds shitty without a drummer, so if there's any drummers out there in virtual land, just comment on the stream, I guess. All right, here we go. It takes a lot to be a pawn when no one cares about your life. I was the shit, is what I thought. Now after this, I know I'm not. Now after this, come on and take these broken plans and learn to stand. How do you know? All those yesteryears I like to fear. How do you know? Whoops. But it's much more hard to make you laugh, and somehow more to make you smile. I'm gonna give it all I have to give. If I loved you best, come on and take these broken plans and learn to stand. Of all those yesteryears I like to fear. Take these broken plans. There's one. So I usually only do one song, but Ernie muted my song last week, which is okay. But I ripped off the tuning, not the song, so it's just the tuning from an old Sonic Youth song. It's gonna take a sec. So it's G, what is it? E, G, D. Two more. Close. That's good enough. All right. My good friend David Walsh helped me write this song, and he's from England, which is like they sound like this over there. Hello, I'm from England. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Canada forsake. Let me tune up real. That's better. Canada forsake my only eyeball. I know they make you feel so small. You know the roots, you know the cause. 'Cause burning up your jeans and overalls couldn't make the world not see your faults. But I know what to do to make them fall. Kidway in the back's my only pal. You say it's them, but it's often you. They may be lies, but they're often true. Only gets worse, deeper you go. Drown in the sorrow, won't live to know if broken dogs will run too slow. Stand up straight, deny the hard. Give yourself and then we can start.
I like those alternate tunings. Yes. I've never really messed with that.
Yes, let's hear it for Wyeth, indeed. I mean, that made me think of a bit of like MTV Unplugged as you were singing. I can picture that.
I think I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, I never messed with alternate tunings other than like a drop D, but that's pretty basic. Jimmy Page, actually, from Led Zeppelin, used a lot of alternate tunings on a lot of familiar songs that, people might not be aware of, but he experimented a lot with that, too. Just, the more you know.
I don't have anything to contribute to that, so I'm just like...
It's a musician thing.
So whenever
but I can talk the hell off my brass instruments. Go ahead.
whenever anyone says the more you know or says they learned something, it always makes me think of three things. Of course, the more you know star. And then from G.I. Joe, when they did those little PSAs, and at the end it said, because knowing is half the battle. And then there was from Schoolhouse Rock, when they were saying, knowledge is power.
Actually, it's a guitar player thing, not a musician thing.
Okay. He might be he might be a little young for that. All right, Lost in Thought. Who is coming up next?
All right. Well, he's been auditioning all night, so let's bring him up. Let's hear it for Gentle Dragon.
All right.
Hi. Hey. Hi, everybody. I grew up kind of poor and also slightly with a psychological disability. And I was in 9th grade or 10th grade, and one of my teachers had everybody come up in front of the class and try to teach, right? And so I went up and taught this geometry equation that I understood, or no, it was Algebra 2, I believe. And anyway, he was like, "Yeah, you're a really good teacher. Or yeah, you could be a really good teacher." Anyway, being poor and living in America, my psychological disorder was that I was a suicidal depressive, and so I was saved by hit a LSD back in 1990, right? And because it opened up my brain to the higher mind, and after that I searched. Yeah, I understood that. Okay. So, that spiritual, there's a spiritual state in which there's nothing but peace, okay? And the problem is that I was in America, and I was kind of poor. And so I had to kind of learn everything myself, all right? So this is a mantra, a chant that, if any of you guys know about, following the spiritual path and us being poets, I assume you do. Yeah. So at being self-taught, I taught myself actually, I didn't teach myself. The higher mind would fucking grant this shit to me. And so, one of my mantras that I've been chanting for 12 years goes like this. Punk ass bitch ass hoes. Punk ass bitch ass hoes. Punk ass bitch ass, fuck ass bitch ass, punk ass bitch ass hoes. Oh yeah. Punk ass bitch ass hoes. Punk ass bitch ass hoes. Punk ass bitch ass, fuck ass bitch ass, punk ass bitch ass hoes. Everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my American mantra. Thank you. All right, and I guess as there's something that the world doesn't understand is that I think the opposite of love is hate. And that's actually quite incorrect. The opposite of love is fear. Okay? All right? All right. So I wrote this poem a long time back, and it's called Fear. And it goes, fear the black fire. No. Fear the great nothing, which burns like black fire. Fear the pain mind trip, caught on the outside. Fear of the flower, which poisons your hatred. Take in through daylight, a shadow now vacant. Calm now waits the forest of gender. A lover and killer trapped within one mind. Forgive the poor sinners we all such resemble. Thought is the pilot light of the universe. Alive. I call on you to want me. Will there ever be a death beyond the death of fear? Methinks no.
All right, give it up for Gentle Dragon.
Yes.
Woo! He's actually part of the old school small stage crew.
He is. Talking
Yeah,
about
he,
those
he,
bitch
rem-
ass
he
hoes.
remembers the tiny stage. All right, and don't forget about the drink specials. Mixed Wells, $4.25. Go get yourself something tasty and mind-altering. Honestly, did you know in the old days people used to do like ceremonies with like mead? They would just drink like almost like a shot of whiskey and woo, get a vision. Yeah, I could get a vision with Jack Daniels, honestly.
Kind of.
Yike!
Kind of makes me think of Midsommar.
I still haven't seen that yet. Don't tell me. Yeah, I noticed Yelena is on there from Black Widow. I noticed
nice.
she's on there. Okay. She is the one woman that I would consider switching to the other team for.
She's the what woman?
The one woman
The one woman. Okay.
that I would go to the other side for. Sorry, Ernie. Sorry about that. Ernie.
Hey, I'd watch.
Ernie's like, I'd help. Anyway, okay. Lost in thought.
Never mind the video equipment I'll be setting up. You know.
Okay, before I blush. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost in thought. Who's up?
Yes, it is.
No. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So
I thought that was Joe Broom asking. I was like, huh?
So next up, and I forgot to ask, so I'm gonna do my very professional host-like way of doing this. Are you new? Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Ernie, give it to me. New voice.
Let's hear it for Rebecca.
Well, she got up there quick.
All right, I have 2 poems for you guys today. I remember every lesbian couple I ever saw. All 68%, by the way, that's my percentage that I think. The first is at Barnes & Noble, where I work and am supposed to be shelving, but really I am delving into the only lesbian book we have. It's Nashville, where the Christian section is 3 times the fiction section, and the gay books are in the back by the bathroom. And that book is trashy and problematic, but every day I pray they still have it, that no one buys it before I have the courage to. But one day, I'm leaving out the back entrance on my 10-minute break when I see them. 2 girls, one pulling the other up the down escalator, their hair dyed the same color in a way that makes me think of them dunking each other's heads in the sink, and they share the same step, stand so close but then see me staring and let go. And I think maybe I'm in an alternate universe, my body bubbling like too much champagne, heart racing like that could be me one day. And that day, when I finally get to leave, I buy that lesbian book and I take it home with me. I don't see another lesbian couple for over a year. I don't see one until after I come out and my sorority sisters say I am the first gay person they have ever met and ask me questions like, how do lesbians have sex? And I tell them things I learned on the internet. I don't see them until after my mom says the only gay person she knows is her friend Jane's son, who's straight now. And maybe I should wait to come out just in case. And I don't see them when I move to the Bay, and the only gay people I see are skinny tech guys at SF Pride. But then I go to the Berkeley Bowl, and I'm lost trying to find the cereal when I see them. A girl with short hair smiling while piling fruit up on the belt. Another girl runs out with a box of almond milk, shouts, "Wait, you paid at Trader Joe's." The first girl laughs, says, "No, I swear it was you," and they kiss, and everything freezes. I'm alone in a grocery store trying to hide my tears because I never find the cereal aisle, but I do find out that in 21 years, I have never seen 2 women kiss. After that, it's like they're everywhere. Maybe my eyes weren't trained before, but there's the middle-aged woman who kissed during the credits of Call Me By Your Name, the old woman laying in the grass by Jack London Square, flowers in their curly hair, teenagers on a first date at Lake Merritt, blushing and scared, and 2 girls with shaved heads trying to share a skateboard in San Francisco, and me trying not to stare. And then there's my own friends who dance and kiss like the world might end and can't see I'm starstruck every time. Because somehow now I'm surrounded by people who wear their love on their sleeve and hold hands even when it's scary and kiss like it's breathing, and I hope they know I see them. I hope they know I'm not staring because they are gross or weird, because I know it is the most fearless and beautiful thing. So thank you to the purple-haired girls in the back of Barnes & Noble, the woman at the Berkeley Bowl, those nose-ringed girls dancing close in that record store who kiss without ever looking over their shoulders. I see you. Someday I'll be one of you, and soon, when I go back to a place where people like us are erased, I will know how to be brave, and I will be. Yeah! Thank you. I have one more if I can find it. Okay. This one's called When You Wait. Actually, it's called It Tastes Better When You Wait. My girlfriend and I are making out in the CVS parking lot when she stops me, tells me it's almost 10, that my mom will want us back with the aloe vera and medicine she sent us out for over an hour ago. No, I say, and set off the windshield wipers of our rental car, wrapping my leg around her waist, trapping her, and thinking how she feels like an apricot, soft and sweet and my favorite color. How she tastes like the first time I tried champagne before I'd ever had a hangover, and wondered if it would lift me like Charlie, high off running through a magical place he'd only ever seen on TV, his heart too wild to resist a fizzy lift into the sky. I lay in her lap as she drives me back, talks nonsense about how a manual is almost too easy and there's nothing good on the radio, and do my parents like her? I'm not really listening. Just thinking how I haven't told her yet that my mom won't let us share a bed. She's already moved a twin-size cot into the room I share with my sister. But when my girlfriend sees it, she tells my mom she likes the tiny flowers sewn into the comforter, brushes her teeth with my little sister, and in the middle of the night, I still my pounding heart and sneak into her bed. She turns in her sleep and tucks her hand under my Taylor Swift t-shirt from 2007. And I'm thinking how 15 is the gay 23, or 60, or 92, or however long it takes for you to get to a place where your girlfriend tastes like an apricot and not some sort of revolution or revelation or statement. I'm thinking how I spent so long wishing I could fall in love in Algebra 2, not on an app or in a dark room, that my first time was after prom, not in the closet of a dive bar with an Ariana Grande song and an angry bartender as background music. Wishing I could tell someone about a crush and they'd say, ooh, not, oh. If you're gay, you know what I'm talking about. But now I'm 23, bringing my girlfriend, who's almost 30, home with me, and my mom is treating us like we're 17, not because she's scared of us, but because she knows that's what I need, because she's never gotten to do this with me. Since I spent so long thinking love was something made up to sell movies, so many hours Googling if at 13, 19, 23 it was too late for me, but now I wake up as the sun rises to sneak back to my childhood bed. And when I kiss her good morning, I think, it tastes better when you wait. And there's no law saying I can't still be impressed that my girlfriend's good at driving. No reason I needed to understand the love songs on Taylor Swift's first album the first 300 times. And if you go back and watch Willy Wonka, grown up with new eyes, you'll see that Grandpa Joe had the best time of all.
All right, yes, let's hear it for Rebecca.
All right, Rebecca. Okay, not to crap on your poem, the last line of your poem. No, the last line about Grandpa Joe. Did you know there's actually I Hate Grandpa Joe groups out there?
Really?
There are, because the only time he got out of bed was when he found out that they were going to go get a free tour of the chocolate factory. So like, why didn't Grandpa Joe get up and get a job? Anyway, but no. That's what I've heard.
But yeah, I like those poems.
No way to ruin Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for everyone.
Yeah, hot tamale.
I saw that. I actually bought that. It's on my Amazon Prime. I watch it frequently. But see, I'm the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka. I don't watch the Johnny Depp one. That one scared the crap out of me.
I've never seen that one.
I'm sorry. It scared me. and I'm an adult. So what does that tell you? I was just like, okay, Johnny Depp is scary. Okay, lost in thought. What? Oh, okay. Well, you know what okay, make it really exaggerated. Like go back there.
Okay, this better be good.
Hold up a balloon or something in front of your face. There you go. That's good. In front of your face. Face. Okay. This went a lot better in rehearsal. All righty, coming up next to the stage, I've known this man for 12 years, and I still don't know what he's saying half the time. Give it up for Lost in Thought.
So this is old shit.
Old shit. Dry and crusty.
And I love the fact, Rebecca, that you did that poem, and I think this may be more of a comedic companion piece on the troubles I have. There are so many mysterious things hidden away in our brains that we have yet to explore. Connections and pathways that have seemed to travel underneath the radar and tapping into electric waves that elevate themselves on this hushed whisper camouflaged in plain sight. And to me, there is no such an elusive creature that many appear to apply with such ease, but for me, it often shades itself in the corners of back alleys where urban legends are born, and that is Gaydar. When was I supposed to have this ability? Seriously, when is it supposed to kick in? I've been out now for over 20 years, and still the only way I can tell if someone is batting for my team is they either have to outright tell me or I end up having sex with them. I mean, I feel like it was supposed to have been some kind of dial that was implanted maybe on the very day I came out, and there's probably some poor straight guy out there with this thing stuck in their head. I often have to wonder if I'm the only gay person that's like this, that's devoid of this ability I'm supposed to have, where I just look in someone's direction and this sense just tingles on the back of my neck. I see gay people. I remember I was here at this open mic, and I got into a conversation with this very attractive guy who was into theater and loved Broadway. And I know that sounds bad, because it rests on the supposition that simply because someone finds home on the lights of the stage must be gay. When that is exactly what homophobic or far-right Christian nuts do to us, simply putting together a broad measurement of stereotypes to build this predetermined picture that they force upon us. Anyway, when we were out at the parking lot, I was asking if he wanted to hang out, but I knew he could tell from the way I was asking that there was a hint of something more. Maybe it was because I was seeing something in his face, or maybe it was just because I was acting like someone who was strapped to a lie detector with words tangling out of his mouth, as if I was just learning how to speak, and my face was redder than the entire Attack of the Killer Tomatoes poster. Let's just say it wasn't that difficult for him to put the pieces together. And he said, "Are you trying to ask me out on a date?" I admitted yes. And that's when he said he was straight, but it was fine as that often happened to him. I apologized profusely, and he said it was okay, and we left the conversation upon the possibility of him coming back. He never came back. And a small part of me often wonders, was it because he couldn't make it back, or did I do something? Was it me just assuming something about him, and maybe he actually wasn't okay with it? That maybe he was tired of having to explain his orientation because he's often put in a spotlight he didn't ask to be put in. Or maybe it was just me, overthinking it, and creating these overworked gears that are spinning my apprehensions out of control and claiming territory over my perceptions. And maybe that's because I don't have this gaydar. That I'm often preoccupied with this constant alarm going off inside my head. Just because they're doing this doesn't mean they're gay. Or just because they're like that doesn't mean they're gay. So don't act upon any kind of impulse you may have. Because even though it's 2021 and there's been a lot, 2022 now, and there's been a lot of progress, we still just got out of a presidency that has exposed a lot of hate still resonant in our culture. And they've just gone through 4 years of being given the green light, and a leader that has all but directly said to their faces, yes, spread your hate and agenda as much as possible, even if that means people die at the hands of your need to hate, and your need to race, and your orientation to be dominant. And everyone who's an other knows their place, cowering in the corner in fear of your most impressive beliefs. Or maybe it's because I'm still carrying some personal baggage that's still zipped up within my insides, my lungs and heart and my soul, still seeming to have this aura of confusion, being split into metallic barbed strings, pulling at my movements as I try to mold myself into what I think people are wanting me to be. Or maybe none of that's true, and I'm just using all of this as an excuse because I don't want to move past anything, that I'm just comfortable in what the past has told me, and I'm trying everything to convince all of these tomorrows that they're going to be more of the same. Or maybe it's a combination of all these things. Either way, there's a reason why there's that common saying about assumptions, not just because of the damage they can cause entire cultures and sects of people, but because of the damage it does to you. Because you're always so busy thinking of how things should be, you're not paying attention at all to how things are. And maybe if you did, it might actually not be as bad as you're making it out to be. And maybe if I started listening and looking, I would realize that there's no dial or microchip that can give you perception. It's a muscle, a tool, just like anything else. And just like any other skill, you have to actively use it, not put it to the side while you betray your true abilities by bartering them for the need of some kind of quick answer. Just like it's not that difficult, it's also just not that simple.
All right, give it up for Lost in Thought. Woo! And that was old shit. Whoop, whoop, Ernie B.
Hey, that hasn't happened in a long time.
I know
It's not supposed to advance to the next
Bye,
track.
Steven.
my feet started to vibrate. I was like, woo, woo.
Yeah, but it's not supposed
That's
to.
how I know the subs are back.
It's not supposed to advance to the next track. I don't know why it did that. That's weird.
See, that's really cool to watch the camera angle from the back.
Yes.
When I'm coming up the stairs. Awesome. And we got to thank Ernie B back there for not only making us sound good, making us look good. And Ernie B, what's that old saying? About doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's how good you looked. Bigger, biggest with the right lighting, you'll go far.
And Ernie B should know
That's show business, man.
He's been in music since he was a fetus. I think he was advancing shows before he was born.
Wow.
Seriously, yeah, I know. And if
As soon as I was born, I was late for a gig. Gotta go.
he's like, "Mom, get me out of here! I gotta go get some guitar picks."
You know what? You know what I'm suddenly reminded of?
What?
I can't remember if it's Addams Family or Addams Family Values.
Okay, let me know. I love both.
When the doctor was holding up the baby upside down,
Two.
and the hand was flying through the hospital, and then
hit the baby.
and it slapped the baby's ass, and it started crying.
Only you, Lost in Thought, can suck all the soul out of a joke. Congratulations to you, Lost in Thought.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right. Who's coming up next?
So next up, I think this is another new voice.
Uh-oh.
New voice.
Let's hear it for Chad Young.
Woohoo.
Holy shit. They say not to mix Xanax with whatever that is, but y'all, I think that that's fucking racist as shit. All right? I think that we need to stop segregating. All right? Pull ourselves together and really make sure that that doesn't happen again. All right? Please don't cancel me. Please don't fucking cancel me. All right. I'd like to take a note before I start. I have a theater degree, right? Which is essentially like a gauntlet of dicks, right? Each one of them trying to coerce you into, putting it into your mouth every night. I just, it's really true. It's bad. I guess it's like American Gladiators. There's just a lot more dicks and better production value, maybe a little better production value. Yeah, they say that if you get a theater degree, it's totally fucking worthless. But it will tell you at the end of the 4 years whether or not you have any homosexual tendencies, which I don't know. That's not accurate. And to give you guys an idea of what the next 10 minutes is going to be like, the front of my notebook says, "Fuck unicorns." Also, remember Janet from the Waffle House. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Right? All right, here we go. Let's get into this crazy shit. All right, here we go. I had to write it down, y'all. I got a terrible memory. Way back in the day, like in the 8th grade, that was when Kurt Cobain successfully employed his Hemingway solution as a permanent way to treat the constant and unending pain which he felt for almost every single second of every single day. He said, "It's better to burn out than to fade away." I can see him saying it, taking that final swig of Big Red and swiping all that sandy blonde hair on his forehead out the way. And it makes me so sad to think that he's right. Like, why would you remain in a world that's so basic and tasteless? And you've tried so hard to change it, and you look around and it's still so base and so faceless. And there have been no changes, no motions to make real any of these fake made-up spaces. Anyway, later anywhere, I said, fuck this. What in the motherfuck is this shit? Where did all of our luminaries go? Why are they dropping coffins on these motherfuckers when they're barely 20-something years old or so? It's bullshit. Bullets, suicide, or overdoses versus natural causes couldn't possibly be the cause of it. Something else is killing our bright minds faster than even the motherfucking cops can get to it. And that's really saying something, man, because you know that the cops don't give a goddamn about you. They'd feed their own kids to the real pigs if a judge ordered them to do so. They needlessly kill and stifle the spirits and wills of their charges for laws written by a hyper-violent consortium of tall hybrid half-men, half-lizard elites that are totally devoid of reason because they feed on us. Reptiles eat babies. Like Nick Cage drank steady in Leaving Las Vegas, baby. Even the half-man has a plan to rid his own DNA of anything even slightly resembling snake. They're not people. They're not people. They might be playing God, but even God won't play that awful game with them because it's offensive. They're fencing themselves in and sending the rest of humanity to prison because that's their business. They're here to take the world we live in, and by the time we all find our way out of their prison, the rich lizards will have fucked up this planet so much that we won't be able to fix it or live on it or in it. And then what? You're gonna go ask those same rich politicians for assistance? Methinks not. They took their 97% to some distant solar system in a rocket ship that they paid the poor people of this planet minimum wage to build for them. They'll be eating our babies in the Aldebaran system before we find our way out from this maze they built us in, and the meek shall inherit the earth. That sounds a little less like a blessing now, and a lot more like a fucking curse. It's better to burn out than to fade away, at least in this case. Thank you.
Yeah, that track actually does have a lot of bass on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I could feel it in my tootsies.
New shit indeed. Let's hear it for Chad Young.
Woo! I've always loved that line. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
Yes.
That makes me think of If 6 Was 9 by Jimi Hendrix.
Huh.
It's on a Def Leppard song, too, isn't it?
Is it?
They use it in one of their songs. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
So-
What talent?
I know. I will second that by saying, what talent? Basically, he's that talented.
See, and you think I say bad things, like saying gently used.
No, I said, what talent is coming up next?
No, and he's like, what talent?
Oh, I thought you were commending his talent. Sorry.
Just go.
But I will.
See, I'm sorry, folks. This is his first time up on stage. He's brand new.
We've only been doing this for 12 years.
Well, I will back that up by saying the next voice coming up is talented, and his melodies are hauntingly beautiful. But let's give it up for. Oh God.
Jesus, man, really?
Oh God, I should remember his name. Matt Bowles.
He is lost in thought.
He almost had a good save there, and then he forgets the guy's name.
Is this mic cool? Guess it's taller already.
We sit at the table and we talk about love and music and our dreams. There's a whirlpool forming between us, and I walk, trying not to get sucked into the sea. I will let you down, still learning what love is all about. I will face my fear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear. Ribbons of red tie you down. This forest keeps me coming back around. Fire and poison in my blood. Maybe I am just misunderstood. I will let you down, still learning what love is all about. I will face my fear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear. Criminals and chemicals around every corner, doing what you can to secure your borders, but you are tempted in myriad ways. Where have you gone? I ain't seen you for days. Non sequiturs and reckoners keep banging the door down, doing what you can, holding the floor down. Paying the rent is what it's all about. Wanna get canceled, so I shut my mouth. I will let you down, still learning what love's all about. I will face my fear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear. If anybody is worth it, then you are, my dear.
Thank you. It's 2 songs, right? Yes. Cool. All right.
Or 3 if you play them really fast.
This next song is about working a dead-end job that you don't like to work. Huh?
Hi, my name is Bob, I got a regular job. I work all day, I got bills to pay. My neighbor's name is Tim, I make more money than him. I wipe nice cars and I go to the gym. My boss tells me one day I'll get that raise. He keeps me around with bonuses and praise. And when I get home, my wife's on the phone. She treats me like shit, but at least I'm not alone. Working every day at a 9 to 5, caffeine, nicotine, just to feel alive. One day I said I'm gonna leave the hive. Until then, I'd always be. Hi, my name is Jane, I got money on the brain. I got daytime dreams of Instagram fame. And my boyfriend at home is just another drone. His business laid him off to a quarterly loss. So I told him that he needs to find a new job instead of laying around like a lazy slob. He told me that he'll get around to it, but you know he'll never do it. So I keep working every day at a 9 to 5, caffeine, nicotine, just to feel alive. One day I said I'm gonna leave the hive. Until then, I'd always be. And I hear now you say, what kind of authority do you have to say? Part of a minority that don't even work. What you don't understand is that I've been on the streets with my guitar in my hands, asking people for change, people looking at me strange, smiling at first and their face rearranged when they realize I'm poor, and then they close the door. I remember being just like you when I was working every day at a 9 to 5, caffeine, nicotine, just to feel alive. One day I said I'm gonna leave the hive. Until then, I'd always be Working every day at a 9 to 5, caffeine, nicotine, just to feel alive. One day I said I'm gonna leave the hive. Until then, I'd always be a worker bee. Little worker bee. Little worker bee. Little worker bee. Na 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 na.
Thank you. Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yes, let's hear it for Matt Bowles.
I like that. That was Worker Bee, I guess that was called, right?
Okay, that song was totally speaking to me. I was like,
yes.
Is that called Worker Bee?
Hell yeah. I like
Yeah,
the-
he's
I
saying
like
it's either the Worker Bee or the Hive. He hasn't really decided yet.
I like the Hive.
And you could put in parentheses the Worker Bee.
See,
I like that one.
That kind of reminds me, because turns out the store manager looks like he's going to be moving to Houston. Asshole. Okay. But because I really like him, he's a Libra, we get along great. So this is kind of tearing me up inside. So he was asking me, he said, well, I want to do something more with my life. And he said, well, what do you want to do with your life? I said, well, I want to sing. Really? Yeah, but... And I was kind of like packing up some pictures because I work in photo lab too. And I said, yeah, but this is paying the bills and keeping me in health insurance. So, so it's kind of like decisions. Lost in thought.
Yes.
That's what they mean by paying your dues. You know, it's a long way to the top if you got to rock and roll. It's hard.
AC/DC philosophy.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. I mean, I don't need to.
Ernie.
I'm preaching to the choir here, but yeah.
Ernie, hey, you think I paid a little bit of dues when I was like filling up your tires with air on the road?
You paid a due.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Let's see how well Ernie could do on the road by himself.
Mhm. It's a bitch.
Yes, it is. All right. Life's a bitch, and so am I. All right. Lost in thought. Who's coming up next?
Yes, coming up next we have Holly.
Woo! Not a new voice.
So this is copywritten, so please turn off the whatever you're turning off.
Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Okay. You know, I'm not sure if that song fits in the public domain category, 'cause that's been around for a long time.
But let's hear it for Holly.
Yes, give it up for Holly. All
You
right.
know what I mean? It has been. Isn't it like a...
I mean, it's not necessarily happy birthday, but it has been out there for a little
Yeah.
bit.
So, I mean, I think after a certain amount of time, songs become, or public domain, if they're like widely used, like that song, Happy Birthday, there's some songs that are just like, there is no copyright on them anymore.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
All righty, and don't forget about the drink specials. $4.25 mixed wells. Support your open mic and buy something delicious to eat or drink.
Yes.
Or consume more alcohol.
Oh. I'm not going to just come out and endorse that, okay? I know we're in a bar, but I'm not going to come on camera live and go, drink! I'm not going to do that. But I am saying buy something delicious from the bar.
Yeah, you guys should see this place on it when we have punk rock bands here.
Oh, my God.
It's like night and day.
Yeah.
We got mosh pits going on. We had blood last night.
Okay. Was Meat Hook here?
No, it was another band. A bunch of
okay.
fake blood on the floor and on the stage, and they split.
Just a quick little shout out. There's actually a band that regularly uses blood. They're called Meat Hook and the Vital Organs.
Yeah, and their show is exactly what their name sounds like.
Yes. And I'm not going to even describe it. You need to see it for
Put
yourself.
it this way: I have to put plastic over the monitors and stuff on the stage. Yeah, because it gets pretty crazy.
It's like a gore show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, except more TNA.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've added that lately, and I'm not complaining.
All right, lost in thought. Who is coming up next?
Coming up next, New Voice?
I don't know. You tell me. Are you a new voice, sir?
No, but have you been here before? Oh, so he's a New Voice.
New voice.
And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing them correctly, but let's hear it for Sebastian.
Sebastian.
It's amazing how loud this sound system can get at a moment's notice.
Hello, hello. Checking. Hello. Okay. See a poem I just wrote. It says, fallen stars, risen by the movement of change, wonder guardians of the wild, we are alive, sharing moments of love and passion. Is the sun dreaming joy when kindred spirits have fun? We become entangled motions in existence. That's it. Venezuela, resistencia, libertad. Hoy día que se celebran unas elecciones que ha ganado no un gobierno dictatorial del coño. Bueno, eso es todo.
All right, give it up for Sebastian, new voice.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Short and sweet.
I like that.
And directly to the point.
Yes.
Lost in thought. What? Who's coming up next?
Ooh. Coming up next. This might be one of our last voices.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Let me see. Virtual Land, are you still there?
Yes, we have
Clint
and
Birdman.
Birdman.
Are they? I was like, are they reclining, relaxing, smoking, alive?
They've been watching the show.
Okay, good deal.
I can see them back here on my monitor, but
Good, because after the last real person, the real live person. Okay, sorry, my mouth is full of blueberry muffin right now. I'm trying to talk. Blah, blah. We will have a virtual speed round from our virtual audience online.
Yes.
Which will be Clint the Poet and Birdman 313.
Yes. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be joining us online from Austin and in Houston.
Yes.
Birdman's
Yes.
in Houston.
And you've been listening to KBEN Benadryl Radio to put you to sleep. Coming up next, we have Lost in Thought.
Yes.
Guaranteed to knock you out.
But let's hear it for Nicole.
Nicole.
Hello.
Is your volume up on the... There it is.
Do I need to? Sorry about that. Is that better?
That's good.
Uh-oh. How did that happen? Just walking from here, I had it all tuned up too. It's trying to mess with me. Let's see if it stays there. Trouble. Trouble's found me. Troubles brought me to my knees. Look up, he said, look up. Lift my head up so the sun can shine on me. I've come so far. My heart is black as coal, stained by miles of asphalt. My bones are bare, bleached in the desert air. Please answer my prayer. Trouble's found me in the darkness of the night. Look up, he said, look up. Lift my head up so the sun can shine on me. I've come so far. My heart is black as coal, stained by miles of asphalt. My bones are bare, bleached in the dirt. Please answer my prayer. Thank you. I've got one more, but I need to switch instruments. Is that cool? Thank you.
You can do it. I had to say that. Sorry. You can do it. Ooh, fiddle.
Okay, we don't have enough fiddles here.
Everything's out of tune today. That's better. Sorry, it's all sad songs. I was feeling sad today. I don't want to be the downer at the end of the show, but we have 2 more coming up, so hopefully they'll. It's all good. Cheer you guys up.
I Tai Chi into the waters, slip into the stream of waters, stay into the silent waters. And while I'm there, I look up, and what do I see? I see New Austin with its high-rise alien skyline and robot eyes blinking illuminated lights. Nothing to do with me. So I go deep into the water. I stay still as silence. I become one with the waters. I seek illumination. No one else is there but 5 other people in different parts of the pool. No one bothers to do that lap, 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 lap dancing they do in other pools. Some of them are meditating too on this new year coming through. What more can a poor Austin citizen do than to go to the source of the rhythms inside the Barton Springs? Didn't have a name when the Tonkawa were here, using the waters to bless and consecrate them. They moved on, we do too. It's coming down to the chill of the morning. Here comes the rain now. I'm in the water. Rain and cold and chill means that I blanket and walk away. Long before the other people come to jump in like a polar bear this day. And as I drive away, I see them one by one coming down in their procession. They too want to be part of the waters. Waters of Barton Springs in Austin. I leave them to it. Rain and water, twice blessed. That day is not finished. I had my solitary coming into this year in the heart of the Springs of Austin. I need to find my community there, so I go down to deep South Austin. Deep in the afternoon, there's Tim. He's putting on a potlatch again. He's been doing that for 21 years over 3 different parts of Austin town. And there they are, the remains of Woodstock generation. Here they are, bearded, and that's just the women. Well, we sit around in our potluck, sharing the food and sharing the fire, talking about the times to come because no one wants to talk about the past sun. There we were, Most of us knew each other from past demonstrations. Let me explain where we were. Tiny houses and tents, caravans, and all the travelers, man, deep in the heart of deep South Austin. Little alternative to the rest of the world. No high-rise, all single stories. One by one they come, sharing the potlatch, sharing the potluck. There we are, welcoming in the afternoon of January 1, 2022. How did you come into the new?
I should have took the iPad up there with me.
Let's hear it for Tom Moon and Joe Broom.
With Ernie B on the drum kit. Okay, see, like the last 30 seconds, because I heard the drums going, tss, 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 and then I turned around. I was like,
Oh yeah, it's Ernie B.
Ernie's on stage. What the hell? I thought you were in the bathroom.
Yeah, I took the drum set with me.
Yeah, with your phones. Oh my God. So I got a couple of pictures. Congratulations. Oh my God. Okay. Lost in thought. What is it time for?
It is time for Virtual Roundup.
The lightning round. Guys, are you still there? All right. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, lost in thought. You determine the order. Brrr. Who is it?
So it's going to be Clint the Poet and then Birdman 313.
Birdman is closing our show. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Just go ahead and start, Clint. I won't roll the music. Just hit it.
Okay. I was going to read a new piece, and after hearing that beautiful violin piece and bawling my eyes out, I was inspired to pull up an older piece and read that. So here we go. It's called Too Painful to Weep. Sometimes it hurts so much inside. It hurts so much that it even hurts too much to cry. The pain runs deep, so much so that it's just too painful to weep. But this heartache I do keep. Not having love, finding it, then losing it, and being worse off now than I was before I found it. Now that I've lost it, the sadness of missing it is like when I was a child and cried for mommy when I was hurt. But as I feel that longing now, there is no one to come hug and console me. There is no comfort. Unrelenting pain, the utter sorrow of the realization that I will never see you again. I love you so much. My heart was guarded, yet it was able to feel your touch. Having love taken from me, ripped away from me, stolen, and leaving me all alone, longing to see you just one more time. Though you are no longer here, I can still smell your scent and can still feel your embrace and can still see your face every time when I close my eyes. I miss you, the way the trees misses her leaves during winter, but she'll see them again in springtime. But as for me, my heart will always remain splintered, torn into pieces, unable to be put back together, shattered and left to collect dust in my spirit forever. I have no pictures of you, nothing to hold on to remind me of you. All I have are memories, and they themselves are beginning to fade too. But the pain remains unchanged and will always be the same. Some days and nights, once in a while, I do cry, but those are the good days when I have sufficient tears. However, mostly these days, I'm on short supply. If only I could throw my arms around you again and squeeze you tight and hold on as long as I can. But alas, my heart is broken glass, and I, a broken man. Thank you.
All right, Birdman, you're up.
Okay, this is an old piece. It's titled Man in the Mirror. A candle's flicking flame burns late into the night hours. Dreams of darkness stretch beyond the shadows throughout the corridor, casting shadows on the wall. A man stands alone on a humid night. His face is reflected in a mirror. His hair looks to be on fire in the darkness. Mirrors reveal secrets in the dark throughout the candlelit flames. Doors open the mind to other imaginations. The man in the mirror turns away and starts retreating into the shadows. He is amused by the difference in the worlds of darkness and light. Looking for spirits in full light may require the magic of candlelight. A glimpse of the world can be seen through the shadows from the world of hearts. Ripples of light cancel each other out. Trying to understand the darkness and light as he looks through the many mirrors of candlelight. Imagine who might be in the room holding their skulls in their bony hands. They may be seeing through their own reflections in a mirror, as every corner now seems to have a shadow on the wall. Imagine a knock on the door one dark night with only a candle lit. Who does he see in the mirror? And is it indeed himself he sees? Thank you.
All right, mighty fine.
All right, finishing off the night with the virtual lightning round. Clint the Poet and Birdman 313. Ouch! Hey guys, let me just know that you are the backbone. I can't talk right now. What the hell? You guys are the backbone of our virtual land. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
and
welcome.
If Reggie was there, he would be too.
Much love.
Yeah, where's Jonathan tonight?
Yeah, where is Jonathan?
I miss his blue backlighting and cigar smoking.
His groovy happening when he reads his poem.
Well, maybe it's not a cigar, but whatever.
Well, we have had quite a lot of talent tonight.
I actually joked about that with a customer because we sell Swisher Sweets, and I said, "Wow, you must really like cigars," and he was like, "I was like, I'm just kidding, dude. I know what you're doing with them." He was like, "Okay, good."
I remember there used to be a store down in the Rio Grande Valley called Papa Top. And they sold beer.
I remember them.
But they also sold, they had rolling papers and cigarettes and stuff. They used to sell single sheets of rolling paper. For like 10 cents or 25 cents, you could buy a single sheet of rolling paper. They know what you were getting it for. It's like, come on.
Oh my God, get a soda can like
they
everybody
do that
else.
here in Houston.
What's that, Birdman?
They do that here in Houston in Third Ward. Yeah.
Wait,
they sell single sheets.
And Birdman knows which store and what name of the guy to go to.
Our switchers.
Wait till after 7 and then you go.
No, Ernie, it's after 9. Hello.
Our Swisher Sweet cigars?
Oh.
Oh, man.
But it was like you were saying, you must really like cigars. And he said, and he looked at you that way. He's like, I know what you're using them for. What else would you use a cigar for? I don't understand.
Oh, man.
Wow, man, you got lost.
This is coming from the man who didn't know who Stevie Ray Vaughan was.
That's true. That's
and
true.
he lives in Austin.
Yeah.
That's true. He didn't know who Stevie Ray Vaughan was.
Oh, she doesn't. Quinn doesn't know. We were talking about Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Lane was like, "Who's Stevie Ray Vaughan?" And the whole crowd just groaned like.
I swear, the whole audience went, "Oh!"
It's like, dude, there's a statue of him downtown. Look, he's hiding back there.
You will never live that down. Never.
I mean, maybe if you lived in Canada or something, okay, but you're in Austin.
Canada, eh? Okay. All right. So, like Lawson Thought was saying, this was an amazing, talent-filled night. Completely unbelievable.
All of you.
Always. Thank you all. You are the ones that make this open mic possible. Keep coming back. Keep supporting.
You just never know who's going to walk through that door.
I know. That's why this is the longest running open mic in Austin. Hell yeah.
It takes people like you to make people like me.
Okay, should
you
we
can
do
lead
the
a
thing?
horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
You have been witness to the baddest open mic in the ATX. Spoken and heard live every Sunday night at Kick Butt Coffee, Music, and Booze. It's not just an open mic, it is a show, not a show without each and every one of you, including you, Matt. Thank you and good night!